Where are you from, Viglain?
We are not supposed to talk before the master is here, remember?
Who cares? Go on, tell me.
I do care. Becoming a Velden is my childhood dream. Can you even imagine being a member of this order? The Order of Mirahil himself?
Not really. My dream was to become the best knight of Baharin. But my elder brother inherited the land, with all its wealth and all its banners. Being the youngest son, there was pretty much nothing left for me. So my father's dying wish was that I would become a Velden. How exciting.
How can you say that, Adren? When I look at this banner, all I want is to proudly bear this emblem on my chest and serve God's will.
I want to serve God's will too, but with a sword in my hand, not by becoming some old terrifying bearded man teaching incomprehensible philosophy and symbols. Even their emblem is incomprehensible. What does it even mean?
Good question. What do you think it means, younglings?
Oh, Master Araglast, if I am not mistaken, the outer lines represent dragon wings, don't they?
Correct, but that is only a part of our crest. The rest of the symbol represents the role of our order in the destiny of Alandir. Its deep significance dates to the very origins of Velezir. And this shall be your first lesson, to figure out the roots of the world we must protect. In the beginning, God expelled Nakar and the fallen angels from paradise because of their hubris, and casted them into the pits of hell for all eternity. But the demons were strong enough to break into the physical realm, so they came on Alandir, where their suffering lessened. They began to wreak havoc upon nature to shape it according to their twisted will, causing dreadful cataclysms all over the planet. That is how they shattered Velezir into 3 parts. But God then sent Mirahil and his angels on Alandir to face the demons in a huge war. Nakar was eventually defeated and imprisoned by Mirahil, who crafted a sacred artifact to seal the pits of hell, the Eralmir, whose immense power keeps the demons out of the physical realm. Peace was restored. Nature took back its rights, and God created the humans. The holiest of the first men were then chosen by Mirahil to safeguard the Eralmir and became the Velden Order, tasked with the safety of mankind since then. But evil never rests, for the power of Nakar could still influence the humans and inspire them vile thoughts and desires. 3,000 years after the defeat of Nakar, Velezir suddenly got invaded by 3 mighty giants whose origin is a complete mystery. These despicable titans led gigantic armies of ferocious dark creatures, seemingly come from nowhere and filled with burning hatred. They're known as the Shadows of Hell. Advancing like an irresistible tide, they quickly overran the human kingdoms. Men were no match for them, especially since the invaders had casted a spell upon the race of dragons to gain their support. In those times, men had become corrupted and no longer deserved direct help from God, so they had to rely solely upon their own strength and fight all by themselves against overwhelming odds. The resistance organized first in the north, under the guidance of 2 great kings, Almerion of Lystirion, wise, brave, and superiorly clever, who took charge of the overall strategies, and Valian of Ardral, famed for his exceptional strength and righteous soul, perfectly fitted to maneuver the troops on the battlefields. Despite several defeats, they fought on and scored their first significant victory by retaking the Velden Temple of Marastorm. But this success brought more trouble than joy, for on the altar of this sanctuary they found a monument that would cause a bitter rivalry between the two kings, the column of Mirahil, a mysterious pillar said to have been left on Alandir by Mirahil himself. When they touched its base, both had a vision.
From your blood shall rise the dragon, who will conquer darkness.
From that day on, each one claimed for himself and his house the honor of having touched the column first and of being the beacon of hope for all Velezir. To support his claim, Almerian changed the original crest of his house into a dragon, thus provoking Velian's fury. This dispute weakened the northern armies, and several defeats ensued. But on the brink of disaster, Almerian struck down the leader of the Titans during the Battle of Isilion and turned the tide of the war. For this incredible deed, God blessed Almerian and his family with the power of winds. But the war was far from over, and the two remaining Titans still wreaked havoc with their armies. The decisive action took place when Valian faced Sarkhan, the King of Dragons, and defeated him in single combat. By the rules of the Way of Dragons, Valian earned the allegiance of all dragons, and thus broke the spell that submitted them to the Titans, completely shifting the course of the war. God then granted him and his house the power of thunder. Wielding their new powers, Almerian and Valian drove back the enemy, until the dragons, led by Valian riding Sarkhan, finally destroyed the Titans and crushed the shadows of hell. None of these evil creatures survived. Credited with the decisive victory due to his control over the dragons, Valian became, by the grace of God, the first dragon king in history. This unique honor bestowed upon him strengthened his claim of being the ancestor of the chosen one prophesied by the column of Mirahil.
But Master, what is the truth? From which house will the chosen one rise? Ardral or Lystirian?
Well, nobody knows for sure who touched the column first, but the kings of Ardral undoubtedly control the dragons, and that is why the Velden Order has always officially supported Ardral. But this position is not necessarily supported by all our members. But keep in mind that our order is tasked with the welfare of all people, not only Ardral, and that is why our crest represents all the kingdoms of.
Master, what is it? What is happening? Master?
We are under attack.
Oh no.
Stay here.
I feel the shadows darkening my eyes. Don't come back for me when I fall down. I see my brothers ascending to paradise. I hope to join them when I will die. Oh, let me see the sky one last time. Oh, let me see the light one last time. Place my my silver sword and golden crown on my heart, and pray for me so I can